Family. I hope we are doing well. Today we are going over our trades from last week. We had seven trades last week. Out of the 7, 5 of them hit take profit. So it means 2 hit stop loss. If using proper risk management, you should be in profit for the week. That's easy money. I mean, if you take it, my win rate from last week, let's see, 71% from last week. 71% hit rate. Fucking capital, Konnor, man. Stream was supposed to be on X. We are on YouTube, so I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to join in. I am a little late as well. So let's kind of hang out here for a sec. The market is open. It opened 10 minutes ago. Ready for an amazing week. I'm going to go ahead and post this link on X again. People were expecting it on X, and I had to move it to Twitter. Cool. This week is going to be a great week. I'm excited. Hope everybody is starting their week good. Cool. Well, let's get into it. All right. So first things first, last week I was expecting DXY to push up into this area here. This is a daily BPR here. You can see over here, if you zoom in, you have this bullish fair value gap here. Right after, like you create this bullish fair value gap, right after price goes ahead and breaks through this, showing that the momentum has changed to bearish. And we just highlight this fair value gap that was broken. And that also aligns with this new fair value gap that was created for sellers. Okay, so now that those align, this is called the balanced price range. You have the balanced price range here. And then you can also see our market structure. Let's grab this tool here. So you can see here we created a low, pushed up, created a high here, pushed down, created a low here, pushed up, created a high here, and now we're creating a low. This low, you can see, is lower than this one. So this is a lower low. So knowing that this is a lower low, we know that price will push up and create a lower high, which it's doing now. So this high is going to be lower than the previous high. So now we can expect for another lower low, okay? And where I want this lower low, I mean, so we can see we're in this area now. I want the lower low to be created, right? We're following structure, testing into this area. If we go here on the monthly, let me delete some of this for you guys here. So on the monthly here, we do have this. Let me zoom out so you guys don't get too confused here. So on the daily, we are bearish. Okay, we are coming in a downtrend. You can see we're below this 200 EMA. If we go to the monthly, we are bullish, going in an uptrend on the monthly, right? So I'm looking for buys on the monthly, but I don't want to wait 3-4 months to take a buy. You know, I need to get in the trade now so I can make some money now. You know, my bills ain't waiting. So anyways, we are looking at market structure here. If we identify market structure, super simple. We're just reading what the chart is telling us, right? So when we can start over here, you have this low, go ahead and push up and create this high. We go ahead and push down and create another low that is higher than this low, right? And then we go ahead and push up, We failed to break this, so we haven't created a higher high yet. We push down, and we fail to break this low here. So now this is called a lower low, or sorry, this is a higher low. Let me mark this out for you guys. This here is a higher low. Okay. So you have the higher low. After you get a higher low, what can you expect? A higher high. So you get this low put in that does not break this low. Let me delete this, make it a little better for you guys. Let me mark this up. Since this low did not break this low here and we start pushing up, we go ahead and break higher. This is continuing the uptrend. This is our higher high. This is our range from low to high, right? So you can mark this with the Fibonacci from low to high here. And we can see price is now pushing down to this area here, this 70.5, 79 area. In this area, we have this fair value gap over here. And this fair value gap was broken here with this bullish. I mean, you can see the rejection. We go ahead and push through it with this monthly candle. This one right here, this bullish monthly candle. You can tell price does respect this area and buy off of it. So what I'm expecting is for price to come back down to this area for more potential buys up. So this is on the monthly time frame. So this is the area I'm looking for. If you look, you also do have this 200 EMA moving average exponentially. You can see what happens every time we hit this. Price rejects it. Price rejects it. So I'm looking for price to come into this area, test the 200 EMA, test this high fair value gap, and we have the fib here. So I'm waiting for us to push down into there overall. But since on the daily we are here, I'm looking for us to push down into this zone to give us that buy up, right? So overall on the daily we are bearish. And we do have this buy side liquidity here, buy side liquidity here. So knowing this, knowing that the DXY is bearish, you can expect this. Any pair that is XXX USD, so like AUD USD, gold, Bitcoin, anything against the US dollar is going to go up. Anything that has the US dollar first, USD JPY, USD CAD, these are going to go down. Okay. So this is a confluence. So I want the DXY to go down. So now I went into the pairs. I had AUD, USD. Or let's see. So our first one was Euro USD. This is what we called out first from last week. Let me go over it. Let me get comfy here. Let's see. So Euro USD on the 4-hour is trending down. So this is basically what I've seen from price. I've seen that we were pushing down. Price, this is Monday. So you can see Sunday, the market opens, dumps, and we come back up, push up, and retest this 200 EMA here. Before testing this 200 EMA, you can see that we left this bullish fair value gap here, this area here. Price does respect it with this 4-hour candle, and then you can see we disrespect it here and here. So once I seen this candle here starting to push through and break through this area after retesting the 200 EMA and prices moving down, I knew that we had a lot of bearish momentum, right? So I scaled down, I went to the minute 30, and this is super simple trade here, guys. What I seen was that if you look at the candles here, this red zone here is this is the hour 4 bear bullish fair value gap, right? So here you can see the price on a minute 30 tried to respect it here, gave it the last chance to respect it. If it would have pushed up from here, then it would have continued bullish, but it did decide to continue the bearish momentum, break through this zone, and then you can see we went ahead and retested the zone. And after retesting it, look at how bears come back in the market and push this down. So once I seen, it's called a break and retest. So I seen a break and retest on this hour 4 bullish fair value gap under the 200 EMA, and I went ahead and took a sell here. Stop loss was above this area here that created the break below here, respecting that bullish fair value gap that was broken. And then you can see from here we just dump. We did come back up and get close to entry again, but you can see overall we were bearish and bears pulled through and dumped the market down. I was targeting this low here to get taken out, and you can see we swept that low with a lot of momentum. So that was first trade here. We have Euro USD. I have AUD USD. I'm only going to go over the winners so that you guys can see the correct formation we're looking for here. Okay, AUD USD. So Euro USD was earlier in the week before I seen DXY get to this area. So if you can see this earlier in the week, like Monday, we were over here in this area and I was still very bullish. So, because I wanted price to come to this area. So I was still bullish until we got to this area. That's why I took these Euro USD sales. AUD USD. Let's see here. I was bullish. What day is this? Let's see, Tuesday. We were coming. So DXY hadn't reached its BPR yet, but AUD USD had reached this BPR here. And I was expecting some momentum to come and take out these equal highs here. So you can see you do have this BPR here. Price does come back and test it. Once we came in this area, I was just looking for some sort of bullish momentum. So I went down to the 5-minute. I was literally just waiting for bullish momentum to come in. So on the 5-minute, this is what I seen. I seen that like we swept this low here. So you can see right here, price came, swept this low. This low, gave this push up. We're still kind of trending down. When we do come and sweep this, keep in mind this. Look, I'm going to show you guys some sauce right here. Keep in mind when we did sweep this, look at how the wicks go ahead and sweep below this, but the bodies of the candle stay above. After staying above, you can see price pushed up and even pushed higher to break this high. So now it was on an uptrend. Once we swept this and it's pushing up, we break this. I was expecting this retracement here to continue higher, right? I called the trade. Delete this. after we broke through this 5-minute imbalance here. So you can see we sweeped here. So I was like, if we sweep here, and if we break this 5-minute fair value gap right here, then we know that the momentum is going to change and go upwards, right? Because fair value gaps, once they break, change in momentum. So I have this fair value gap that I marked out. Once price went ahead and broke through here, we took our buy position and we entered about there. Price did come back, retest this area, which was that fair value gap, came back multiple times to test this, and then you can see from there we ran off. Look at this 200 EMA here. Price pushes above here, breaks through, retest, push all the way to TP, break through, retest, and it just keeps pushing. So this was a simple trade. We're risking 7 pips to cash 22, little quick 3, 2, 1. Super simple, guys. And then next we had gold. Gold too easy. Literally, I was just looking for buys. I mean, come on. Look at the H4. Fucking bearish. Or sorry, bullish. So I just wanted to get in with the bulls. I see here we did have this 4-hour fair value gap by this candle and this candle wick. Right here you have this imbalance fair value gap. Price came back, retest. Let's see. Maybe it was on the hour I was playing off of. I think maybe I was playing off this hour. I can't 100% remember, guys. You have this hour fair value gap, retest here. Yeah, that's what it was. And you can see the momentum out of here. Like, we retrace, this wick came all the way down here and pushes all the way back up and closes bullish, showing lots of bullish momentum. So I knew we were coming at a higher time frame. Overall structure is up on the minute 5. Let's get over here. There we go. So here's your hour 1. This is your H1 fair value gap here. Higher time frame, point of interest. You can see price comes back, retests into this area. After retesting into this area, you can see that price had this fair value gap here and just came back and completely disrespected it here. And then I seen the market about here. We took buys. I was expecting 40.50. Called this out to the Twitter, said 480.50 you can expect price to go to. I was only targeting 1 to 2 on here. Smack take profit, you could have held it to here. And then over here, so that was our first trade, the first buy I called out. I went smack take profit. A little bit later, I seen that we had this M5 order block here. What's so significant about this before this huge push up, like look at all this momentum out of this area. You know that when price comes back to an area where a lot of momentum was pushed away, you can expect more momentum. So I seen this minute 5 order block, and significantly above this order block is that before it was formed, you have this low over here that was created to actually trap buyers and getting in. And my neighbor's outside have the phone. Anyway, so you have that, and then you can see we pushed through, and stop losses would have got hit if you tried to buy off there. Retail traders, and then you have the momentum actually come in and push the market up. Once we came back to retest this area, I was hoping that this would have got this little fair value gap you have here would have got disrespected. So I was a little impatient. I seen this candle right here kind of push through. I thought we were going to go ahead and break all the way above. So I did call it buy position here. The stops below this low here. You can see we did get in some drawdown and then price pushed up. And then we came back in some more drawdown and then price did our final move all the way up to take profit. This one we were just targeting a 1 to 2. Take profit got hit on that one as well. So 2 gold buys. Yeah, Euro USD sells, AUD USD buy, gold buys, and then UJ was our last big one from last week. And this was an amazing trade. My first 5-figure day. This one was simple. Price is moving in an uptrend. Let's see. So price is moving in this uptrend, right? And on the minute 15, yep, there it is. Minute 15, this is what I was looking at. This here, right? And I seen we were just kind of moving sideways, staying in this area. I marked out this 152.500 level. It is a half level because it's a 0.500. You have a quarter level here, 152.750. So these are going to be, so you've got your hole, which is going to be like your 152 and your 153. Make this bigger. So you got your hole levels. You've got your half levels, which is going to be the 0.5s. So you could say 152.500 or 153.500. And you also have your quarter levels. Which is 152 in this case would be 250 and 152.750 quarter levels, right? So these are significant. These are what the institutions use to push price. You can see how price reacts out of these areas. I mean, you have the half level here. You can just see how much traders come in and out of the market in this area. Like here, it's buying off of it, buying off of it, buying, and then, you break it. What's significant is this 153 level. I was hoping for price to come up to this 153, come test this high here again, take out some liquidity. So what I liked is we're at this 152.5 level here. This is at 10:45, 11, so right around close to midnight MST time. I seen that price went ahead and swept this low with momentum. The reason why this is so significant is because when price swept this low, it left behind this fair value gap here, this bearish fair value gap. And then after we went ahead and broke through this, I seen we broke through here. Before this candle closed, I went ahead and took a buy about a minute or two before it closed. Stop loss below this manipulation, and then take profit was up here at this 153 level. You can see price just fucking rallied, smacked through take profit. It's a 1 to 2.5 there. Super easy trade there. That was, just uptrend, manipulation move, and then you get the momentum switch here after you break the fair value gap and price just runs. So now that we have last week's, let's go over this week. This week you do have the daily BPR that's being retested. I am bearish on the dollar. Very, very, very bearish. This being said, we are looking for buys and or sells. So for UJ, I'm looking for sells. Look at this 4-hour fair value gap here. I think we can trade into this. Yeah, once we trade into this, I want to see some kind of like bearishness, some kind of form of like a bullish fair value gap getting broken or something. And we can look for short positions out of this area to go target down here. Want us to target down here to this bearish fair value gap here. So UJ's on the list. Euro USD. This is the one I want to call out to you guys right now. I am looking for buys ASAP on this actually. So on the daily, you can see that we are very bullish. Let's see. I'll mark this up for you. So you have high here, low, high, low. Push up, create this high. Right now we're coming down to create a low. We'll push up, create a high. So knowing this, we are bullish. So now I'll drop down to maybe like the 4 hour. This is what I've seen on the 4 hour. Price is currently like right here, you know. So I seen that we came down to retest something right here. And what I was looking at, if we go over here and zoom in, you can see that we do have a BPR. You have this fair value gap here. Let's mark it with some lines. It's bearish fair value gap. Price went ahead and broke through and left a bullish fair value gap. Now this is a BPR. Price never came back to retest this area. This bearish or BPR here, bearish fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. You can see prices now came back and tested this. After we tested this, look how much momentum is coming out of here. And another reason that I like is that you have all these buyers, early buyers that were buying this up before, and all their stop losses are sitting right here. Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. So the market's going to migrate towards that area to take all these stop losses before making the initial move. Okay, so now that we've swept buy side liquidity and retested in an area of interest on the higher time frames, I think this is don't miss this trade, guys. This is going to be fire. This is going to be a lot of money here. So you have the 4 hour BPR retesting. You come back in, retest. You can see that this candle here gave us that push into there, right? Look at how this candle that gave us the push into there has this fair value gap here, right here. This is a bearish fair value gap. Price disrespects this, showing momentum to the upside again. And we are coming out of this. And on the higher time frames, we are bullish. So knowing this, I want to see Euro USD fly after breaking this. So I'm hoping for some kind of move into here, and then we can push out. What I want to see, I would like to see price kind of come push down a little bit into here, clear this area here, because this is buy side liquidity right here. This is earlier buyers getting in, early buyers here. We've got stop losses here. Price is going to push down, clear these stop losses, and then we should have the initial run to the upside. Okay, but how do I enter this trade, you guys might ask? Well, once we come and clear this, you should have a bearish fair value gap or something form inside this area. Bearish, right? Bearish fair value gap. And once it breaks above the bearish fair value gap, then we take positions. So look on the lower time frames. We're waiting for some type of bearish fair value gap to get broken. And the market just opened, so we might have little bit of time. Probably London session, we'll be looking at this, but I do want to see, you know, some kind of movement down into here, and when we can continue back up. You can also see that we do have the 200 EMA here. We are pushing above it. We have not came back to retest it. That one missed it. So I do think we can come back, retest in there, and continue higher. So if you are a swing trader and want to swing this, you can get in buys now. You know, off of here, stop loss below this low here, and you can target this fair value gap right here on the 4-hour. This is a bullish fair value gap that was broken previously. We talked about this earlier. This was from our sell earlier. We can actually target up there. It's only a 1 to 1.75. That's why I don't like to hold, not hold, but take these off the higher time frame, because you're risking 47 pips to get to 82. I would rather wait for price to push into here and look at the broken fair value gap. Once you get the break of the fair value gap, you just put your stop loss below the break of the fair value gap, and then we can go ahead and target up here, giving you a 1 to like 7, you know, even a 1 to 4 or whatever. But you get a lot better risk to reward coming off the lower time frame than the higher time frame, but you have to have the higher time frame to identify structure and the actual overall direction of the trend. So let's keep an eye out here on Euro USD. That's my main pair I'm looking for on the week. We're going to call this one out first. Keep your eyes. I will let you know when a signal is called. Keep checking the timeline. That's about it for this call. I do want to go over HFX here soon. I'm going to keep this video kind of short. We're already running 32 minutes on here. So let's end it here. Tomorrow I will run another call for HFX. I want to put you guys on to some free game there. Stay tuned. Keep an update with the Twitter, because we will be posting a signal tonight, probably on Euro USD. So pay attention. You guys understand what's going on, and just wait for the trade, and we'll make some money. Cool, guys. Also, one last thing, HFX course is being edited. Should be done this month, end of this month actually, and there's going to be sauce you guys do not want to miss. So thank you guys for coming. We will be back soon.